A crack in the track. Thomas was a little blue steam engine. He lived on the island of Sodor with many other engines. Sometimes Thomas pulled his coaches, Annie and Clarabelle. Hurry, hurry! Sometimes Thomas pulled freight cars. They would try to push Thomas down the hill. Faster, faster! And sometimes Thomas traveled all by himself across the island. He chugged in the rain. He huffed in the sun. And he puffed in the snow. There's nothing a train cannot do. One morning, Henry the Green Engine would not come out of his shed. He had boiler ache. So Sir Topham Hatt asked Thomas to help. Thomas, could you take Henry's passengers, please? Henry won't get any better until tomorrow. Yes, sir. I can take the passengers where they want to go. So Thomas puffed into Knapford Station with Annie and Clarabelle. When all the passengers were on board, Thomas set off. Soon, clouds gathered. The sky grew dark. Thunder rumbled. Plip, plop, clunk. Hail began to fall. It fell on Thomas. It fell on the tracks. Suddenly, Thomas's driver saw trouble ahead. The hail had made a crack right there in the track. "Slow down!" called Thomas's driver and applied the brakes. Thomas came to a stop just in time. "We can't go forward, and we must not go back," said Thomas's driver. "Everyone off the train!" called the conductor. "Oh, this is a bummer." "What should we do now?" The passengers climbed down from the coaches and climbed up to the road. Bertie the bus was just passing by. He beeped his horn merrily. "A bus is as good as a train. I can take you where you want to go." All the passengers climbed on board Bertie. Bertie scooted down the road. "A bus is as good as a train." "I was thinking a train is rather better than a bus." Suddenly, Bertie's driver saw trouble ahead. There was a bright green toad in the road. "Look out, Bertie!" Bertie stopped just in time. "There's a toad in the road. We will have to unload." "Everyone off the bus, please. The toad in the road has caused a fuss on the bus." "Oh dear, not again." "What will happen to us?" They had to walk down the road to another train station. But the trains were not running. "Why aren't there any trains running?" "I don't know." They soon found out. Thomas was still stuck at the crack in the track. Percy was stuck behind Thomas. Then Gordon was stuck behind Percy. James, with 2 freight cars, was quite in a hurry. The freight cars were needed in the yard, but James could not get past Gordon, Percy, and Thomas. And the foolish freight cars refused to back up. No! We will not go! So no trains could move up, and no trains can move back. They were all stuck where they were, at the crack in the track. Crack the track into steel as bented meal. In no time at all, Harold the helicopter zoomed across the sky. He landed near the passengers. A helicopter is as good as a train. I can take you where you want to go. Are you sure about that? We can't even fit in you at once. The breakdown gang came to replace the broken track. By the time they arrived, rain was falling hard. The gang came with cranes. They sang while they worked. A crane is as good as a bus or a train. We'll fix up your track and we don't mind the rain. Finally, Thomas could move. So could Percy and Gordon. James, with his freight cars, was close behind. They were all turned on the turntable and went back to work. The passengers saw Thomas, waiting to take them home. We were so worried about you. Are you sure you can take us where we want to go? Oh, honestly, ma'am, I thought there was nothing a train could not do. But I know just now that isn't true. I learned a big lesson from one little crack. A train is only as good as its track. Everyone had quite a chuckle. Even Thomas.